Now to the windy city of Chicago, which was everything and then some. Gusts up to what? 40 miles an hour. Woo! This is pregame warm-ups for the game between the Bears and the 49ers. Watch this field goal attempt by Robbie Solid Gould to the Bears. You think it's windy? Understatement of the year. And the kick is up, it's on the way, and it's what? No good. Man. And what? There it goes. He had no shot. Joe Nedney for the Niners, a 30-yard field goal. Now maybe being lefty helps with it. It's in there, it's good. And the Niners lead 3-0. It's an association game, Tom, because everyone knows it's windy. Cedric Benson with the carry, taken down awkwardly. Carted off this youngster, this number 1 pick. Sprained right knee, reevaluated Monday. Looked worse than that, didn't it?
Yeah. Very unfortunate hit. You saw his leg got pinned up under him.
So he rides off. They already were without Thomas Jones. And then, they can't even get the field goal off at all. Brad Maynard G. Krebs is the holder. Can't handle that, so the wind is fouling up everything. Last play of the half. Niners Nedney field goal, and it's no good. It's 7-3 Bears. Now, Bobby Wade had an interesting game returning punts for the Bears. Here he is, number 84. Fumble. Leads to a field goal. We're going back a little bit in time. Second quarter, Wade actually makes a good return to get the Bears in position and fumble. So they don't get good field position. Then, with a score 14-6 Bears, oh my goodness, he fumbles it inside his own 5. And the Niners have the ball at the 2. Bobby wanted to wade into some water in Lake Michigan. But off that turnover, what do the Niners do? Cody Pickett, incomplete to Brandon Lloyd, who gets a talking to because
you got to run in there and catch the football.
As the fog rolls in, the Eagles went to work. Keith Jackson couldn't catch the wide open one, but he could catch it through the mist. Randall for 65 yards to Keith Jackson. He's down to the 5-yard line, and the Eagles in business. And 2 plays later, the guy who's got called for 2 penalties, Anthony Toney, makes the catches. He's knocked it about to the 1-yard line, but it didn't matter because guess what? Pass interference. Kenny Jackson, buddy, not pleased. He ends up with a field goal. Then another turnover, though. Todd Bell, sweet revenge for him, picks off his old teammate Mike Tomczak. Eagles with the football. Less than a minute to go in the first half. Bell, after some taunts, tries to watch Randall Cunningham get the Eagles ahead, but Mickey Pruitt with the interception. It's 17-9 at the half, Chicago. In the second half, the Eagles with possession at the Bear 12-yard line, picked off by Bestie Jackson, and he could go, where's he? I don't know where he's going, into the fog and mist. He looks like the galloping ghost. He played there once. That was Red Grange. And anyway, it was a 50. That's what the press saw. But then again, some coaches claim that's what we always see. Scary moment for the Bears. Tomczak, rushed by Reggie White. He's going to leave the game with a bruised left shoulder, same one he separated a month ago. And so the storybook finish, Jim McMahon off the bench. McMahon immediately goes to work. Trust us, this is a completed pass. This is what it was like in the third. Yeah, what is going on? The toughest job of the day. This is what you saw when you tried to return a kick. Take a look. What, are you kidding? You needed radar to pick up the ball. Dennis Gentry did catch that Zendejas kick. The Eagles moved the ball all day, but when it came time to score at the end, Maurice Douglas picks off Cunningham, and so a 407-yard passing day goes for naught as the Bears, the fog, and playoff inexperience doing the Eagles. The final score, Chicago 20, Philadelphia 12. And despite the fact that we say Cunningham 27 of 54 for 407, Byers caught 9 balls, Keith Jackson 7 balls. They had the stats, but in the end, it was playoff inexperience that did the Eagles in.
So that touchdown makes it 7-0. And look at Barber. Look at him go. He could go all the way. Aeneas Williams, way, it's a touchdown. 14-0, 78 yards for Contiki Barber. And then Lloyd Lindsey Young. Hello, East Rutherford. It's lightning and thunder, and we're out of here. We're out of here. And very smartly, 23-minute weather delay in the third quarter, 2 minutes into the third quarter.
After all of the weather, the delays, and the postponements, it's finally time for football. Several fans remain tucked up in the concourse because the rain is falling heavily. We are underway. Football at FedEx Field. High end-over-end kick. It will be taken 2 yards deep in the end zone. Sands brings it along the numbers. 10, 15, and he is taken down inside the Ravens 20. LaRon Landry, #1 draft pick, to make the stop. On first down, Todd Collins, starting quarterback, throws deep. Left sideline, he's going after Pittman. It is complete for Santana Moss. And it's going to be a big game for the Redskins.
And we talked about the one thing he can't do is make mental mistakes and give up big plays. There's a big play.
McGahee, the lone back. Play action. McNair throws the out pass. Sabluski has it, and he is chopped down at about the 21-yard line. LaRon Landry.
That's 3 tackles already for LaRon.
McNair under center. Play action. Naked boot. Lob pass. Todd Heath has it. He's across the 40, 45-yard line before he's taken down by Sean Taylor. McNair in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Has time. Look at end zone. Throws complete. Mason has it. Sidesteps a man. Touchdown Ravens. Derek Mason with the catch, the move, and the first touchdown of the night for the Ravens. Musa Smith, the deep back. Bowler, play action. First down under pressure. He fumbles the ball at the 10-yard line. The Redskins come up with a ball and the touchdown. Dallas Sartz took the ball off the back of a Ravens offensive lineman, and that fast the Redskins get a touchdown and the lead.
I will apologize for the audio difficulties. We have lost our broadcast equipment on yet another lightning strike near FedEx Field. The lights went on and off in a blink in the stadium. Referee Jerome Bogar made the announcement that because of lightning in the area, play would temporarily be suspended. They have asked fans to head back to the concourse, so they are clearing the bowl of the stadium.
I mean, this is a gimme, right? Right?
With Mike Holmgren there.
In his last home game, in the middle of the worst snowstorm in Seattle in the last decade. Well, how about that for a setting for the Jets to try and keep pace with the rest of the AFC East and the rest of the conference? I mean, the Ravens won 2 on Saturday Night Football. Brett Favre struggled, along with the entire Jets offense, not just in the first half where he's sacked by Brandon Mebane on 3rd and 3, but then he's picked by Josh Wilson on the next drive. Only 89 passing yards in the first half for Favre. Meanwhile, Seneca Wallace had no problem at the end of the half.
Nice turn.
Avoids the rush, finds Courtney Taylor, nice 9-yard gain laying out. And then the next play finds his talented rookie tight end, John Carlson, making a play.
64U corner, halfback flat. Touchdown for the rookie from Golden Domer.
I love it when you talk technical, Steve. Fourth quarter now, Jets down 10-3. It's serious time now. I mean, this is getting a little tight for the Jets. Favre goes for Lavernius Coles on 3rd down.
We're looking for a flag.
Doesn't get it.
I don't know why. It's a badly unthrown ball.
So Jay Feely from 45 yards out just to get some points for the Jets is up, and it's good if only the Jets had gotten the kickoff in time. Would you believe it's delay of game?
Delay of game.
So Mangini, even though the ball looked good from 55, decides to punt instead of trying from 50.
Kicker wants to kick it again.
The Jets would need those points later. 3 minutes to go now. Needing some Favre magic in the worst way. And Favre sacked.
Under duress all day, coach.
He's got 41 fourth quarter comebacks, but now he's backed up after the sack. Favre over the middle. Gets much of it back to Lavernius Coles for 13 yards. 3rd and 4 from the Jets 20. Favre looks for Brad Smith. All sorts of day. Incomplete. So Mangini down a touchdown with 2:21 to go.
Let's go.
They do. 4th and 4. Favre from the Jets 20. Perhaps the Jets' playoff life on this throw. Coles has it, and they can't corral it.
Great
knocked
throw.
it out the last minute.
Kelly Jennings knocks it loose. Oh,
Big
my.
play by Jennings.
And Mike Holmgren and the Seahawks hand Brett Favre a troubling, concerning loss in New England where it was snowing.
Oh, it's snowing.
Cards playing for the first time in 25 years in the snow. And you know what that means. Not so much is what it means for Arizona. Sammy Morris with the Patriots already up 7-0.
Warm the bus up for the Cardinals.
They're playing like a dome team.
Yeah.
42-yard gain. I'll tell you what, they're playing like they're on scholarship since they won the division.
You got that right.
5 plays later, Lamont Jordan, who already put him up 7-0, now puts him up 14-0. It's 21-0 in the second quarter.
Snowball fight broke out.
Matt Castle on 4th and 10.
Ball.
Well, I mean, he doesn't just do it with his arms. Right.
4th and 10. Look at this. That's the advantage that he gives you that Brady doesn't. If you can imagine him giving you something that Tom Brady doesn't.
8 plays later, here's your guy.
I love me some Wes Welker.
Who then goes...
Now get me a penalty.
Gives you a snow angel.
He does.
I don't mind that.
Why can't they do that?
Because they go to the ground, I guess.
Most fun league. NFL.
It is
no,
fun.
the Scrooge league.
Kurt Warner, MVP candidate just a couple weeks ago, hit hard all day. It's the first time he played the Patriots since he played in the Super Bowl.
Marshall only once said he was an MVP candidate on that pregame show.
Mike Wright was sacking in.
Pregame.
Right.
Pregame.
Hits him again. Warner 6 of 18, 30 yards.
30 yards. That's it.
And again, this is on a fantasy football Super Bowl day. A lot of people have been riding Warner all year.
The weather's clearing.
It is clearing enough for Randy Moss, first play of the second half, to do this.
If anybody thought that Randy Moss couldn't run anymore, check this out.
Ties Marshall Faulk for 6th on the all-time touchdown list with career 136 right there. So who comes in to try and lead the 44-point comeback against his old college backup?
You think he wanted to get in there off that warm bench?
Matt Leinart. A 40-point loss for the NFC West winner.
Ouch.
Welcome back to this snow globe known as NFL Game Day. The weather outside in Cleveland was frightful.
Oh!
For a big game between the Bills and the Browns.
I wouldn't be no good for you right then, Coach. Leave me at home. Don't activate me.
Joe Thomas without sleeves. Look at that.
You're doing yoga.
That's a good warm-up.
Yeah, look at this.
Oh, boy.
Snow coming
Bare
down.
sleeves.
Big old flakes. First quarter. Look at that field. I have no idea where they are. Derek Anderson. Off of Braylon Edwards. Right to Joe Jaravicius. Just run, Joe.
Are they down in the red zone?
It's the white zone. For loading and unloading of footballs. So out comes Phil Dawson for a field goal, and the holder is now the clearer.
You can't plow it off anymore.
No, you can't, Steve.
Oh, here it comes.
25 years ago this past Wednesday, out of jail in New England on work release, running snow plows.
God love them. It worked.
So you can't do that anymore.
Why not?
That's illegal. So now you have to use your hands and feet, and Phil Dawson puts it through 35 yards
Yeah,
out.
he practiced that in pregame warm-ups and understand the type of wind that they were dealing with.
3-0. That could be enough to win this game in this weather. Here comes Brian Moorman to punt. Look out. That's an end zone, trust me.
Kick it the other way. That's a good play, believe it or not. It's a good, smart play.
That's a 2-pointer for Cleveland. Look at this mess.
Oh, my goodness.
2-point instead of 6. That's why it's a smart play.
It's fun. And Jamal Lewis thought it was fun.
Sweet! Jump up.
That's the kind of back you have to have in the snow. A
60.
powerful guy.
11 yards for Jamal Lewis, who had 163 on the day.
Sluggo.
Derek Anderson and Braylon Edwards slinging it around 25 yards.
Braylon Edwards looking at double move in the snow, hard for a cornerback to get his traction.
4 plays later, Braylon Edwards, Pro Bowler, to be, makes another grab, a gain of 10 to the Bills 31. Trust me, it's the 31. 4 plays later, here comes Phil Dawson again.
Not a problem.
Now the kicker's the clearer, and the holder's the holder, and the ball's up, and it goes through, and believe it or not, it's that stanchion part again.
Stanchion.
He's Phil Stanchion Dawson. Of course, you remember, last time he hit it, he also hit the upright to send a game to overtime that the Ravens thought they had won. And he hit it again.
2 stanchions in 1 year. It's a record.
It's a double stanchion. How many stanchions can one man hit, I ask you? Here it is. That's ridiculous. So it put the Browns up by the unique score of 8-0. And here comes Derek Anderson in his oven mitt.
So he has some cookies over there in his body.
Little popping fresh dough on the sidelines to stay warm. $1:44 to go. It's still 8-0. So Trent Edwards can try and tie this game, actually. And he moves the Bills down the field. Josh Reed, 20 yards to the 50. 2 plays later, 1:11 to go. Fred Jackson down to the Browns, 35. 4 plays later, it's 4th and 10. Last chance for the Bills. Edwards to Lee Evans. Holy Chris Kringle, Batman. One last chance, 4th and 5 with 15 seconds to go from the Browns 10. And the dump-off pass with no time remaining is not going to work.
That same play worked earlier, but that time the Cleveland Browns pursued the ball much better.
And the Cleveland Browns win the snow game by the final of 8-0. If you're wondering the last 8-0 game in the NFL, it was back November 10th, 1929, when the Chicago Cardinals defeated the Minneapolis Red Jackets.
Oh, yeah, the Red Jackets.
The famed Red Jackets. The Browns are 9-5.